Hello, hello. Am I audible? So, very good evening and a warm welcome to all the beautiful aspirants. आप सबका स्वागत है चैनल पर जिसका नाम है ऑलिव बोर्ड. सो दिस चैनल इज डेडिकेटेड फॉर द रेगुलेटरी बॉडीज. सो हमारा जो आज का सेशन है दिस इज फॉर आरआरबी आरबीआई. फाइन. सो students opting for Nabard SIDBI can also take advantage from this lecture, but this is precisely from for RBI grade. Fine. सो प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस आज का सेशन है. हमने कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट देख रखा. वी हैव ऑलरेडी सीन कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट. सो सम क्वेश्चंस ऑफ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अलोंग विद द DI बेस्ड ऑन प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस. इन द लास्ट लेक्चर वी हैड compound interest and the DI based on compound interest. So let's start the question. Before the first question, let's move to the second question. Then we'll be solving it. Fine. So first question is very important, which was a previous year question. So there is a toy which was being sold after giving a discount of 24% for rupees 114. What is the cost price of the toy with if the ratio of mark price to that of the selling cost price is 5:7? Fine, this is the basic question, है ना? So we'll start from a basic question, then we'll accelerate it. So there are beautiful question in this file. Okay, so you are giving a discount of 24% and you are selling it at 114. So this is CP, this is SP, and this is MRP. So basically, you are selling it for 114 after allowing a discount of 24%. And discount is always given on what? It is being given on MRP. So with respect to MRP, SP, MRP and SP, MRP is considered as 100%. So 100% of the article was lessened by 24%. That means it represents 76% and this is representing 100%. This is what? 76, and half of 76 is what? 114. So this is 1.5 times. So if 76% is 114, that means 1% will be 1.5, because 76 plus half of 76 is 114. So if 1% is 1.5, you will be getting this as 1500. So you got this MRP as 1500. So the MRP of the article is 1500. Fine. Is it clear? Is it clear? So now the MRP of the article is 1500. This was, oh sorry, 150. This is 150. This is 1% is 1.5. So 100% will be 1.5. So this is the MRP of the article. The selling price is 114, and the ratio of cost price, the ratio of marked price to that of the cost price is 5 and 7. That means the cost price is more that of the marked price. So the ratio of marked price to that of the cost price is 5 and 7. So this is 5x and this is representing 7x. We don't know the value of 7x. This we need to find out. 5x is representing what? 150. That means it is 30 times. So 30 times of 7x will be what? 210. So this is 210. So the cost price will be 210. So this was a very basic question just to give a view that how MRP is considered as 100%, how is discount being calculated, and how to connect this. Now, very good, Abhijit Singh. A fruit seller makes a profit of 20% by selling mangoes at a certain price. If he charges rupees 1 more for each mango, he can make a profit of 40%. Initially, he was making a profit of 20%. The moment he increases the selling price by rupees 1, he is now making a profit of 40%. That means the change in profit percent is 20%, which is equivalent to the change in selling price, that is 1 rupees. So 20% is 1 rupees. That means 100% of the cost price value will be 5 times, that means 5 rupees. So cost price is representing 5 rupees. Find out the selling price of the mango. The selling price of the mango will be, it was being sold at 20% profit. That means the selling price will be 120%. How to calculate 120%? How to calculate 120%? So 5 into 120% will be 6 rupees. Hence the selling price of the article was 6 rupees. The selling price of the article is. So only this 2 question was the basic question in this file. Only this 2 question was the basic question. So the profit percent changes from 20 to 40. It increases by 20%. Because of the resultant change in selling price, 20% is equivalent to 1, 100% will be 5, so 120%. Now solve this. This is the previous year question. Let's have a beautiful approach for this question. The profit earned on selling an article for rupees 2400 is 75% of the loss incurred on selling the same article for rupees 1700. See, I'm changing the selling price. Initially, I was selling the article for rupees 2400. So I was hitting certain profit. Now I am selling the same article for rupees 1700. So I am bearing a certain loss. Question says the amount of profit earned on selling the article for rupees 2400 is 75% of the loss incurred when the same article is sold for rupees 1700. So this profit percent is 75% of this value, and 75% is 3 by 4. So if this is 4 unit, it will be 3 unit. If this is 100, this will be 75. 175 is having a ratio of what? 3 by 4. So the profit incurred is 75% of the loss. So initially I was making a profit. Let's say this is profit, this is loss, and this is no loss, no profit. Initially I was making a profit of 3 units. Initially I was making a profit of 3 units. Fine. Now I am making a loss of 4 units. So there is a drastic change of 7 units. The change of profit or loss percent is always responsible on the change of selling price. If the same article is sold at variable prices, there will be a change of selling price, change in profit or loss percent. So the profit of 3 unit gets converted into loss of 4 unit. So there is a change of 7 unit, which is further equivalent to the change of selling price. And change of selling price is what? 2400 and 1700 is having a difference of 700. See again, 2400 and 1700 is having a difference of 700. So this is the approach of solving this question. So 7 unit is 700. That means 1 unit will be 100 rupees. And if 1 unit is 100 rupees, profit over year will be what? 300. So any person, if selling an article for rupees 2400 and he is claiming a profit of 300, that means his personal cost price will be 2400 minus of 300, that means 21. So the cost of the article is 2100. Again, the article was sold at 2 variable price. Initially I was making a profit of 3 unit. Now I am making a profit of 4 unit. The profit gets converted into loss. So from 3 unit of profit to 4 unit of loss, there is a change of 7 unit. And change in profit or loss percent is always depending upon the change of selling prices. The change in selling price is nothing but 700. So 7 unit is representing 700. So 1 unit will be 100. So 100 times of 3 is 300. Even you can do it from here also. So while selling an article for 2400, he is making a profit of 300. That means the cost of the article is 2100. So cost price is 2100. What is the selling price when the same article is sold at 20% profit? So 2100 is the cost price. you need to sell it at 6 by 5, 20% profit, 6 by 5. So any number when divided by 5 should be doubled first. So this is 42 and eliminate 10. 2520 will be the selling price of the article. And 2520 will be the selling. Is it clear? Nilesh, no. Clear? So this was a beautiful question. And you won't be finding any beautiful approach rather than this. Fine, this is the most beautiful approach in this, or else if you have to go solve it via basic. Let me show it by a basic method also. The profit is 75% of the loss. Profit is 75% of the loss. This is the basic. Fine, and profit is SP minus of CP, and loss is CP minus of SP. SP, you know, the value of SP is 2400 minus of CP, and this is 1700. Sorry, CP is 1700 into 20 into 75%. So this is calculative. If you are solving this, this is basic approach, and this you can solve it orally. Fine. Next question. A seller marked up a laptop at 10% above its cost price and sold it after giving two successive discount of 30 and 40% respectively for rupees 980. Find his overall profit or loss percent. What is the overall profit or loss percent? You need to find it out. See, successive discount of 30% and 40% is equivalent to an effective discount of what? This is 30 plus 40 is 70. Minus of 3 into 4 is 12. That is, it is a discount of 58%. So overall, it's a discount of 58%. So two discount of 30 and 40% off will be, in the concise form, it will be 50. Effectively, it's 58%. 30 plus 40 is 70. Minus 3 times of 4 is 12. Fine. So seller marked up the cost price of the article 10% above. Now solve it. Solve it, bacha. Very good. So the seller marked a laptop 10% above its cost price. So this is cost price and this is marked price. So he has marked the article 10% above. 10% above means the article of 7 is marked as 11 unit, or you can say the article of 100x marked at 110x. Similar. Now, and sold it after giving two successive discount of 30% and 40% respectively. Fine. So either you give a single discount of 58%, or you can solve it like this. This is the MRP of the article. The discount was of 30% and 40%. You have two alternate method. Either you do one thing, 58% is the discount, that means directly write 42% of this, or else the first discount is 30%, that means it's being sold at 70%. The second discount is 40%, that means it's sold at 60%. Even this is 42%. And this is representing the selling price, which is equivalent to 980. Which is equivalent to 980. Fine. So 00 eliminated, 00 eliminated, 00 eliminated, 00 eliminated. Sorry, single 0. 7 times of 6, this is multiple of 7. 7 times of 1 is 7. So this is 140. Fine. So x will be what? 11x is equals 11x, sorry, this is 66x. 66x is equals 1400. From here we can calculate the cost price. Find out his overall gain or loss percent. This particular article, the article was marked 10% above. Even you can do like this, or else you can do like what? You can directly like 42%. You can directly. Anybody getting the answer? Comment. Sir, why this 12? 4 into 3. 3 into 4. If suppose you get a discount of 50% plus 30%, so overall it's 80 minus of, this is the sum is 80 minus of 5 times of 3 is 15. So this is over basically a discount of 65%. This is basically a 65. This is over from orally we can solve it discount percent, and or else we can go via ratio method also. Fine, but this is the best method. Orally you can just see and solve the discount percent. Let's say you have a discount of 70% plus 30%. What you can do is 70 plus 30 is 100 minus of 7 times of 3 is 21. So this is basically a discount of 79%. This is basically a discount of 79%. Anybody getting the answer? Is it clear, Palakjan? Is it clear? Clear? So either you can write it in the form of x, or it's not necessary of writing in the form of x. You can write it in ratio form also. The article of 10 unit is sold at 11, is marked at 11 unit. Fine. The article was sold at a discount of 30% plus 40%. That means overall 58% is the discount percent. That means selling price is representing 42% of the marked price. And this 42% of the marked price means the article is sold at 42% of its marked price. 42% of its marked price. And this article is nothing but 980. So 980 is equals MRP times of 42%. So what is the MRP? This is 7 times of 6 and this is 7 times of 1. 40. This is 2 times of 3 and this is 2 times of 70. So the value of x will be 7000 by 3. And this is nothing but this is the value of x. If you got the value of x from here, if you got the value of x or the MRP, this is the MRP of the article. If the MRP is 7000 by 3, so this means this 11 point is representing 7000 by 3. So 1 point will be equivalent to 7000 by 33. The moment you got this 1 point equals 33, the cost price of the article will be 10 units, that is 70,000 by 33. 11 point is 7000 by 3, so 1 point will be 7000 by 33. So cost price will be 70,000 by 33. So this is representing the cost price, and we do have the selling price, that is 980 rupees. We do have the selling price, that is 980. So we need to calculate the profit percent. What is the amount of profit percent? Clear now? Very good, bacha. Very good, Palak. Clear? So now you can connect the profit or loss percent. And if this is clear, is it clear? Do we have a single step solution for this? Yes, we can solve it in a single form also. How to solve it in a single form equation? See, how to solve it in a single form equation. So selling price is given as 980. Only this particular value is given, nothing else is given. This is shown as 10% above. A seller marked his laptop 10% above. That means the article of 100x being marked at 110x. And this 110x is the MRP, and on this MRP you are giving a 2 successive discount of 30% is the first discount, 40% is the second discount, and the value of the selling price is representing 980. From here 0000 eliminated, this 0 and 0, this gets eliminated 6 times of 7 times of 14 is 2 times of 3 and 2 times of 7. So ultimately the value of x will be 700 by 3, 33. This is 700 by 3 is the value of x. So the cost price of the article will be in decimal, that is 7000 by 33, because x is 700 by 3 and x is 700 by 3. So the cost price will be 70,000 by 33. So this is representing the cost price, and we have the selling price. So now you can connect the profit or loss percent. Most important question for of profit and loss. This is based on unit article. This is based on unit article. A person bought some articles at the rate of 5 per rupee. This is quantity and this is price. Some at the rate of 5 per rupee. 5 article per rupee at this rate. And the same number of article at 4 per rupee, and the same number of article at 4 per rupee. At rupees 1 he is purchasing 5 article from one of the shops, and the equal number at 4, and this is the rate. The rates are same but the quantities are not same, but here the questions has clearly mentioned he has bought the same number, so make this numbers equal. That means in first shop he is getting 20 article, he is getting 20 article for rupees 4, and in this second shop he is getting 20 article for rupees 9. So orally we can just say, orally his average price will be, for every 40 article he is paying 9 rupees. For every 40 article he is paying 9 rupees. Why I have made this constant? I have made this equal because he has purchased the same number of article from both the shops. So from both the shops he has purchased the same article. So for every 40 article he is paying 9 rupees. This is his individual cost price. Now he is mixing all the article. He is mixing all the article and selling at the rate of 9 article for rupees 2. Okay. Quantity and price. He himself is purchasing for rupees 9. He has purchased 40 article. And what he is doing? He is selling the entire article at 9 for rupees 2. 9 for rupees 2. At this rate he is selling. Make this article constant. Let him sell the entire article. That means for him the 360 article would have cost him rupees 81, and he has sold the entire 360 article for rupees 80. The shopkeeper has purchased 360 article and he is selling 360 article. So in the entire business he is making a loss of 1 unit, and this particular 1 unit is representing how much? 3 rupees. What is the loss percent? The loss is 1 on 81 times of 100. There is a loss of 1 unit which is representing 3 rupees. If 1 is representing 3 rupees, find the total article he has bought. So the number of the article he has bought is, quantity is 360, that is 360 times of 3, that is 108. 1080 is the entire quantity. So the entire quantity which he is purchasing or selling is 1080. 1080. Clear? First of all, he bought some of the article at this rate and equal number of article at this rate, making the article same. That means for every 40 article he himself is paying 9 rupees. So this is the average cost price. Now in this transaction what he is doing, he is purchasing for every 9 rupees he is purchasing 40 article, but he is selling the entire article at 9 article for rupees 2. Let him sell the entire article by not changing the rate, making the quantity same. For every 360 article he is paying 81 rupees for himself, and for every 360 article the selling price is 80 rupees. The cost price of the article is 81 and he is selling it at 80. That means he is bearing a loss of 1 rupee, which is equivalent to 3 rupees according to the question. If 1 is equivalent to 3, the entire article is 3 times of 360, that is 1080. What is the cost price? 3 into 81. What is the selling price? 3 into 80. What is the loss percent? 1 on 81 times of 100. The mark price of a table is given as 1200. So this is the MRP. So the MRP of the article is given as 1200. and the cost price of the article table is 33 1 by 3% of its mark price. So the cost price will be one third of it. 33.33% is one third, that means 400. These are the real values with the question. If X% of discount is offered, discount being offered on discount is offered on marked price, which is X% on the marked price, then the profit percent would have been 125%. So profit percent is 125%. That means what is the selling price? If the profit percent is 125%, that means the selling price will be 225%, or else you do the one thing. Profit percent is what? 125%, and the profit percent is calculated on CP. That means you can just say the profit is what? 500 rupees. If the profit is 500, that means you are selling that particular article for rupees 900, and this 900 was being sold, this article is being sold after entertaining a discount of X%. What is the value of X? So the discount offered is what? The discount offered is 300 rupees. So what is the value of X%? This particular discount of 300 is being offered on MRP, that is 1200 times of 100. So the value of X is 25%. So he is putting up a discount of 25%. Is it clear? Is it clear, बच्चा? Offline बच्चा? MRP is 1200, cost price is one third, that is 400. This article of 400 being sold at 125%, that is 500 profit. That means it is being sold at 900 rupees. So the discount is X%, which is equivalent to 25%. A shopkeeper sold the pen at a discount of 25% on its mark price. So on the mark price, a discount of 25% is being offered. Fine. And he gets a profit of 20% of the cost price. That means we can also connect the cost price to. The mark price of the pen is rupees 12. This is 12. Now we can connect the discount percent, which is 25%. Article is sold at 1/4 of the discount percent. That means the article of 12 will be sold at 3/4 of its value. That is 9 rupee. So we can just say the selling price of the article is 9 rupees. And this particular article being sold at a profit of 20%. 20%. What is 20%? 20% is 1 by 5. That means the article is sold at 6 by 5 of its value. What is 20%? 20% is 1 by 5. A discount was of negative value and profit is positive. That means the cost price of the article at 6 is sold at 6 by 5 of its value, which is equivalent to 9. So this is 3 times of 2 and this is 3 times of 3. So the cost price of the article is 7.5. We can just say the cost price of the article is 7.5. If he sold the pen at rupees 10, what would have been the profit percent? So this is the real CP, SP and MRP. But question says, if he sells the pen at not this price, if he is selling at it at 10, then what would be the profit percent? The article of 7.5 is sold at 10. That means he is making a profit of 2.5. What is the profit percent? Profit is 2.5 upon 7.5 times of 100. This is 3 times. So 100 by 3 is nothing but 33.33%. So 33.33% will be the profit earned. Clear? Is it clear, bacha? Comment whether clear or not. Beautiful question. one trader calculates the profit percent on the buying price, which is okay. You always calculate your profit percent on cost price, which is the buying price, and the other calculates on selling price. This is wrong concept. Profit percent is not calculated on selling price. When the selling prices are the same, this is important, then the difference of their actual profits is rupees 85. So they are having a profit difference of 85, and both claims to have a profit of 20%. What is the selling price of each article? Okay, so this is cost price and this is selling price. The first person is selling an article at 20% profit, and the second person is also selling it at 20% profit. 20% is 1 by 5 for both the values. But the click is, he is calculating on CP and he is calculating on SP. That means the article of 5 being sold at 6 unit, and for this 5 he is doing it wrong. The concept of profit percent says that profit or loss percent should be calculated on CP, but he is calculated it on SP. So that means he is selling this article at 5 and he is making a profit of 1 unit. That means the cost price would have been 4. For this particular person, the article of 5 profit percent is being calculated on CP. What is profit percent? Profit percent is profit on CP times of 100. So denominator is representing cost price and numerator is representing the profit. The article of 5 being sold at 6 unit, and for this particular person he is calculating his profit on selling price. So the article, he is selling the article on 5 by making a profit of 1. That means the cost price would have been 4. Question says, clearly it's mentioned the selling price of both the article is same. So make this particular selling price as same. So I'm multiplying it by 5 and by 6. By doing so, I will be making it equal, that is 30 each. So the ratio of CP and SP will change. The article of 25 being sold at 30 units and the article of 24 being sold at 30 units. So I have made this selling price constant, obeyed the condition of question. Now both are having a profit difference of 85. For this particular person, he is making a profit of 5 units, and for this particular person he is making a profit of 6 units. So obviously there is a difference. So the difference in profit is nothing but 1 unit. See, he is making a profit of 5, he is making a profit of 6, difference is 1. I have already made the selling price equal. So this difference of 1 is representing 85. So 1 unit is 85. So what is the selling price of each? So the selling price of each is 30. And if 1 unit is 85, 30 units will be 85 times of 30. So 2550 will be the 2550 will be the selling price. The approach was clear or not? Comment whether the approach was clear or not. So this is the approach. We haven't used any X and all. Fine. We haven't used any formulas and all. Only by satisfying the ratios. So we have approached this question. 20% is 1 by 5. The article of 5 being sold at 6. He is selling this article at 5, making a profit of 1. So making the selling price equal. Difference of profits is given. Fine. Next question. This all are previous year questions. The selling price of the laptop is 40% more than the selling price of the mobile. Okay. This is mobile and this is laptop. 40% is 2 by 5. 2 by 5. 40% more means positive. The selling price of laptop is 40% more than that of the selling price of mobile. So if this is 5, laptop will be 7. So this is the ratio of selling prices. And now the selling price of watch is 40% less than the selling price of mobile. 40% less than the selling price of the 40% again is 2 by 5. That is 2 by 5 less means 5 and 3. isn't it? Even this is the selling price. We have mobile both the sides, so the ratio of mobile watch to that of laptop will be mobile laptop to that of watch will be, the value of mobile has to be same. This is by chance that both 5 and 5 are equal. If this would have been 5 and this would have been 4, I would have been made this as 20. Make that selling price of mobile equal, this is which is already equal, so this is 5, this is 7, and this is 3. Question says the selling price of laptop is 4,000 more than the selling price of mobile. Laptop selling price is 4,000 more. According to the question, it is 2 units more, which according to the question is 4,000. According to ratio, it's 2 unit more, which according to question is 4,000. So 1 unit will be 2,000. And if 1 unit is 2,000, you will be getting the individual values. Then what is the average of the selling price of the watch and mobile? Average of the selling price of watch and watch, the price of watch is 2,000 times of 3, that is 6,000. And the selling price of mobile will be 2,000 times of 5, that is 10,000. So what is the average value? 16,000 by 2, that is 8,000. So 8,000 will be the answer. Option will be none of this. Option will be none of this. The selling price of laptop is 4,000 more than the selling price of mobile. Laptop is 4,000 more, 2 is 4,000, 1 will be 2,000. 2,000 times of watch is 2,000, 6,000. This is 10,000. So this is 16 by 10, that is 8,000. Okay, clear? That is none of this. This was easy. Amir sold a pen drive to Bindu at 20% loss. Let's say the cost price for Amir is X, or else in ratio form also we can do. So Amir is selling it at 20% loss, that is on 4 by 5. 20% is 1 by 5, so there is a loss of 1 by 5, that means on 4 by 5. This is the selling price of Amir, and this is representing as the cost price for Bindu. Bindu is selling it to Chaya at 50% profit. 50% is 1 by 2, that means article of 2 being sold at 3. This is the selling price for Bindu and cost price for Chaya. Chaya again sold it to Dine at 15% profit. 15% means 15% is nothing but 3 by 20. 15% is 3 by 20. That means the article of 20 being sold at 23. Fine. So this is nothing but the selling price of Chaya and cost price of Dinni. So this is given. If difference between the selling price of Amir, okay, selling price of Amir is selling it at X into 4 by 5. This is selling price of Amir, and cost price of Dine, and this is representing the cost price of Dine. This is the cost price of Dine. Dine is purchasing at this value. The difference of this particular values is given. Fine, solve it, equate this. This is 4 times of 5. So basically this is what? 69 X by 5 into 5, 25, 50 by 50. So this is the cost price. This is the cost price. This is representing as cost price of Dine. This is the cost price of Dine. And this is represented as the selling price of SP of Amir. And SP of Amir and cost price of Dine is given. Fine. Difference of this well. Which is more? This is C. This is 80% and this is more than 100%. So this will be more. So 69x by 50 minus of 4x by 5 is equal to 232. Make this as 50. The moment you are making this as 50, this will become 40. So ultimately this will be 29x by 50 is equals 232, 232. Is it clear? How come? Sir, I am multiplying with this 10. So this will be 40x, 69x minus of 40x will be 29x. This has to be multiple of 9. How to get 2? 8 times. So the value of 8 is 200. X is 200. So the value of X is 200. So the cost price for Amir will be 200 rupees. What is the difference between cost price of Amir and selling price of Chaya? So CP of Amir is X, which is equivalent to 200, and selling price of Chaya, which is Chaya is again Chaya again sold it to Dini at 15% profit. Okay, so this is the selling price of Chaya, which is equal to the cost price of Dine. Dine is purchasing at this much amount from Chaya. So the selling price of Chaya will be SP of Chaya is 69 times of 200 by 50. 50 times of 4. 4 into 70 is 280. So 280 minus 4 will be 276. So ultimately the difference of 276. Oh my god, what is given? What is the difference between cost price of Amir and selling price of Chaya? Is it I'm getting the same now? This is X, okay? 40 is sold at 20% loss. This is sold at 50% profit, 3 by 2. This is sold at 15% profit. 15% is 15 by 100. 3 by 20, 23 by 20. Fine. So this is 4 times of 5. This is nothing but 69x by 50. This is cost price of Dine. The difference between SP of Amir is 4x by 5 and cost price of Dine is 232. This difference is given. This two difference is given. 69x by 50 minus 4x by 5 is 232. I'm multiplying this numerator and denominator by 10. So this is 50. 29x by 50 is equals 232. So the value of X will be 200. Oh ho ho ho. The value of X will be 400. Make it double. This is wrong. This is 400. If you get this as 400, so X is what? X is 400. And if X is 400, now you will be getting 400 times of 50. This is 8 times. So 8 into 69 is 8 when written 70 times will be 560. 8 when written 70 times will be 560. So eliminate 8 from 560. So 8, that is 552. So this is 400 and this is 552. So 552 minus of 400 is nothing but 152. This was a calculation glitch. Clear? Is it clear? That's the last second step. This X will be 400. 50 into 8 is 400. This was a beautiful concept. This is the concept of mediocre values. Now clear. Okay, JNG. Nice question. Let me see what approach we are. Approach is important for this question. Let me have a beautiful approach for this. Let's see what should be the approach for this question. In profit and loss, in various questions, you will be finding a various beautiful approach. So what should be the approach of this question? A cloth merchant sold half of the cloth at 20% profit. First, let me clear one thing which is not there in any of the books, any of the NCRT books, any of the YouTube channels and all, that profit percent is always average profit percent. You won't be finding this, that anybody is telling you that profit percent is average. Like speed is also average speed. And profit percent is also average profit percent, and rate of interest is also average rate of interest. So if suppose a shopkeeper is selling an article at 20% profit, that means he is making an average profit of 20%. So what he is doing is selling half of the article at a profit of 20%, half of the remaining at 20% loss, and the rest of the article at cost price. What should be the gain or loss in the entire article? So we need to make it half, then half of remaining. So I am considering the total article, I am considering as 4. Why I am considering the total article 4? Because I will be able to do it half and half of half. So half of the article means 2 article and 2 article is remaining, and half of the remaining, this is the remaining article. If I have already sold out of 4 lemons, if I have already sold 2 lemons, what is being remaining? 2. So half of the remaining will be 1 and 1. So this is easy to portray the diagram. Now this 2 article was sold at a profit percent of 20%. Here you are making a profit of 20%, and I have already told you that profit percent is always average profit percent or loss percent. So the profit percent is 20% on 2 article. That means he is making a total profit of 40 over here. 40 times of 2. Had it been 5 article, 5 times of 20, that is 100% profit. Had it been 17 articles, 17 into 20, so this is the entire profit he is making. And half of the remaining article is 1. This particular article he is selling at 20% loss, so here he is bearing a loss of 20%. So here there is a loss of 20% on one article, that is 20, and here he is selling it at cost price. Cost price means he is neither making a profit nor he is bearing a loss. So 0%. So entire in the business, what is happening? He is making a profit, 40 profit, 40 profit, then you have 20 loss, then 0. So ultimately you are making a profit of 20. So what is the average profit percent? The average profit percent will be, he is making a profit of 20% on 4 article. Fine. So in the entire business he is making a net profit of 5%. Will you be able to do it orally? Yes. Let's see whether I will be able to do it orally or not. I am considering 4 article. Half will be 2 and 2. Half of half is 1 and 1. This 2 article at 5% profit, 20% profit. So 20 into 2, that is 40. 40 rupees I am getting in the bank. In my pocket I have put 40 rupees. Then this particular single article at 20% loss. So out of 40 rupees I am taking out 20 rupees. So 20 rupees is still remaining. And the entire one article which is being remaining at cost price. Cost price means no profit and loss, no loss. So ultimately in the entire business, by investing a certain amount, I am making a profit of 20 rupees. So this 20 rupees is the profit on 4 articles. So what we can say is, on an average I am making a profit of 5%. Is it clear? Comment whether it's clear or not. यार अप्रोच इंपॉर्टेंट है ना. This is way more easy. This is very easy. Ramesh bought a table at a certain amount. Okay, he sold the table at 15% profit. So he is making a net profit of 15%. If he had bought the table for rupees 500 less, then the profit would have been 2000. Find the cost price of the table. What has to be the cost price of the table? Clear? So let's say the cost price of the table is x or 100x. Why I am considering 100x? Because it's easy to calculate 15% of 100x, or else it will be in decimal. Ramesh bought the article at this price. He sold the table at 15% profit. That means he's selling it at 115x. Even you can calculate via ratio also. If he had bought the table at 500 less, had it been bought at 500 less, then the profit would have been rupees 2000. Then the profit would have been 2000. So the cost price over here is 100x minus of 500. Now this difference is 2000, and the difference is 2000 now. That means this is the cost price, this is the selling price is same. So this difference is 2000. So what we can say is 100x minus 500 is the cost price. If you add 2000 rupees, you will be getting what? 115x. So this 100x will come over here. This will be 15x, and this is 1500. So x is equals 100. So value of x is 100. If the value of x is 100, what is the cost price? CP will be 100 times of x, that is 100, that is 10,000. So 10,000 will be the cost price. the cost price of the article has to be 10,000. It was easy. It was easy, right? A man bought 3 articles for rupees 3,000 each. Okay, so the cost price is equal, which is 3,000 each. He sold the article at 10% profit. So this is cost price and this is selling price. 10% profit means the article of 10 being sold at 11. 5% profit means the article of 20 being sold at 21. And 15% loss means 3 by 20. That means the article of 20 being sold at 17. 10% is 1 by 10. Profit means the article of 10 being sold at 11. 5% is 1 by 20. So article at 20 being sold at 21. 15% is 3 by 20. So the article, so now before going further, the cost price should be made equal. So make it equal by multiplying with this by 2, 1 and 1. So make it 20 everywhere. So ultimately this will become what, 22, and this will become what, 20. So the cost price I have made equal. So these are the variable selling prices. The cost price is 33,000 each. The total percentage profit or loss he has earned is. So ultimately his total cost price is 60 units. And the total selling price will be 22 plus 21 is 43. 43 plus 17 is 43 plus 17 is 70 is 60. So the selling price is 60 units. So the difference between profit and loss percent is 0. So in the business, he is neither making a profit nor making a loss. So in the entire business, he is having a profit nor he is having a loss. So there will be no profit or loss attached in the business. Clear? Okay. Dress A is sold at 10% discount, means 10 and 9 ratio, and earned a profit of this much. Dress B is sold at 20% profit for rupees this much. Find the marked price of dress A if the cost price of dress A is 5% more than the cost price of dress B. Okay, so this is relevant. So this is dress A and this is dress B. This is cost price and this is selling price and this is marked price for this particular value, and this is CP, SP and MRP for this. The questions give a link that the cost price of dress A is 5% more than the cost price of dress B. If this is 100x, this particular value will be 105x. The cost price of dress A is 5% more as compared to cost price of dress B. Fine. Dress A is sold at 10% discount. Dress A is sold at 10% discount and earned a profit of 525 rupees. He is making a profit of 525. He is making a profit of 525. That means he is selling the particular article at 105 x plus of 525, isn't it? So this is the selling price and this is the MRP, and this particular article is sold at 10% discount, which I will connect further on. Now dress B is sold at 20% profit for rupees 840. 20% profit for rupees 840. 20% profit means at 120x, and this 120x is nothing but 840. 12 times of 7 is 84. That means this is 7 times. So the cost price of this particular article will be 700, and 120x is, that means the value of x over here is 7. The moment I get the value of x as 7, the cost price will be connected as 735, and this will be 735 plus of 25. This is the cost price. The selling price will be 700 plus 500 is 1200 plus 60, that is 1260. And this particular value was sold at 10% discount. 10% discount means the article of 10 being sold at 9 units, isn't it? MRP, on MRP I will be giving a discount. So this is representing 9. So this is 9 times of how much? So 9 times of 1 is 9. 36, this is 140 times. So ultimately you will be finding the MRP of the article as, you will be finding the MRP of the article as 1400. Cost price is clear, selling price is clear, MRP is clear. Here cost price is clear and selling price is clear. Now find the marked price of dress A. The marked price of dress A will be 1400, which is already there in the question. See what I have done. Sir, this is 100x and this is 105x. It is being sold at 525 more. This is 105x plus 25. Now profit over here was 20x, 20%. It is being sold at 20% profit. 20% profit means 120. And this 120x is representing 840. So this is 7 times. So the value of x is 7. If x is 7, this is 700. This is 735. This is 1260. And we do have a connection of MRP and SP. How? So 90% of MRP, 90% of MRP will be 1260. From here you will be getting the MRP as 1400. Clear? Very good. So this was a previous year question. Ah, beautiful question. Very beautiful question. We'll have a very beautiful approach of this dishonest shopkeeper. A shopkeeper marks up his goods 20% and then gives a discount of 20%. Beside this, he cheats both the supplier and customers by 100 rupees, by 100 gram. This should be 100 gram. He takes 1100 gram from his supplier and he sells only 900 gram to his customer. So his net profit percent will be, okay, how to calculate the profit percent? You will be able to calculate the profit percent the moment you have a comparison of CP and SP. Profit percent will always be calculated on CP. So there is a comparison between CP and SP for profit and loss. In case of profit, the selling price should always be equal to cost price. Profit is what? Difference of SP and CP. And in case of profit, the value of selling price should always exceed the value of cost price. So using this criteria only, we will be solving the sample. See, the article was sold at 20%. The article was marked up by 20%. That means the article was of 100 rupees was marked at 120. This is the MRP, and it was marked at 120 so that he should sell it at 120. So this MRP is a kind of selling price only. Fine. If you are not giving any discount on the MRP, that means the article being sold at MRP. If discount percent is 0, SP will be MRP only. The cost price, the MRP of Maggie packet is the 10 rupees and the customer is purchasing at 10. Fine. So if there is no discount allowed, the MRP will be only the cost, only the selling price. Now, the article was marked 20% above and he is giving a discount of 20%. That means discount is negative. So it is being sold at 80%. This is the successive change. Now to the supplier, instead of 1100 gram, instead of 1000 gram, he is bringing 1100 gram from the supplier. He is defrauding both the supplier as well as the customer. to the supplier, what he is doing is he is bringing 1100 gram instead of 1000 gram. By doing so, this particular shopkeeper will be making a profit. Fine, he is defrauding this. Say suppose I am a defraud shopkeeper. What I am doing is I am cheating both the supplier as well as the customer. Leave the customer part. First, what I am doing is I am defrauding the supplier. What I am doing is I asked for 1000 gram and I am bringing 1100 gram. I am cheating 100 gram. So by doing so, I am making a profit, and in case of profit, your selling price will be greater as compared to the cost price. The moment you are defrauding on weight, that means you are making a net profit, and in case of net profit, the selling price will be exceeding the cost price. So this 1100 is nothing but the selling price, and this is represented, and this is the cost price. Now I have brought the article. Now I am cheating the customers. Customer asked for 1000 gram and I am just supplying them 900 gram only. So by cheating the customer as well, I am making a profit, and by making a profit, the selling price is becoming more as compared to the cost price. So 1000 will be represented as selling price, and this is the cost price. So this is a beautiful method of solving this question, only as in a single, whatever time I am taking just to explain this. This 1000 gets eliminated, 00 gets eliminated, 00 gets eliminated. This is 3 times of 3 and this is 3 times of 4. So this is ultimately 1000 gets eliminated, 00 gets eliminated, 00 gets eliminated, 3 times of 4 and 3 times of 3. This is 8 times of 4 is 32. 32 times of 11, and this is in denominator we have 300. Ultimately this is 32, 320 plus 32 is 352 by 300. So what I am making a net profit of 52. The cost price is 300 times of 100. So 14% is the profit percent which I am bringing. Oh my god, oh my god, god. Sir, article was marked 120%, gives a discount of 20%. Instead of 100 gram, 1000 gram, I am selling 1100 gram and purchasing 1100 gram, and instead of 1000 gram, I am selling 900 gram. It's 1000 eliminated, 00 eliminated, 00 eliminated. 3 times of 3 and this is 3 times of 4. This is 4 into 8 is 32. 32 times of 11 is 320 plus of 32 is 352 by 300. This is 52, making a profit of 52 on 3. This is 3 times of 1 is 3. What is being carried forward? Carry forward is 22. 3 times of 7. This is 17 point something, 17.33%. यहाँ मैंने गड़बड़ कर दिया था, बाकी सब ठीक है. So in dishonest shopkeeper wala case, only by solving it by ratio of selling price and cost price, only keep this in mind. Thus in case of dishonesty, the shopkeeper will be making a profit, and if I am defrauding someone, that means I am making a profit, and in case of profit, selling price will be more than that of cost price. Is it clear? Comment whether it's clear or not. 52 by 3, it was 53 by 3, not 14 by 3. Is it clear, Palakjan and everyone? Is it clear? Fine. So this was today's lecture of profit and loss. One question was left out, I guess. This question was, this is a homework. So comment in the homework comment box. So what is the answer for this? है ना? Meet you on Wednesday with a new topic, that is time and work. Till then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.